What is up, guys? This is KOJOFOREX, aka GBP Emperor, aka Emperor of Blues. You know how I've been doing it. You've been following me for a long time now. You know how I trade. You guys have learned so many of my concepts that I've taught out there on my YouTube space for free. In today's video, I'm going to show how I took 2 trades that literally made me a lot of money. Just GBP USD and Euro GBP. So as usual as a trader, while you're trading and then you gain confidence, so much confidence in your trading strategy and concepts, it gets to a point in time where you feel the need to increase your lot size, up your game up, right? So it's normal within the industry that whilst you're doing well, it gets to a point in time where you feel like, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been trading one lot for a long time. I've been trading 2 lots for a long time, for like a year. And then obviously when you're trading, you're doing well, you're doing things that matter to you. You're solving some of your problems, you're achieving your goals, you're taking out your goals. So it gets to a point where you feel like, I've done so many relevant stuff, so why not let me just expose myself somewhat to the market. And you tend to put on up in your game in terms of your lot size, putting on 3 lots, 4 lots, 5 lots, any increases like that. So generally that's how my approach is in terms of how I increase my lot sizes, right? So I decided to take a huge risk in Euro GBP and then GBP USD this week according to the same concept that I trade. So in this video, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to go right into the chart and break down those setups for you and see exactly how I did what I did. Yeah, guys, so welcome back to the chart. So this is GBP USD and then this is Euro GBP, right? So exactly the setup that I took. Now, if you're watching GBP USD, you realize that what this is now, if you've been watching some of my videos for a long time, you realize that the vertical lines always tells me exactly where the market started within a particular week, right? This is not the first time I've made mention of this. So you realize that everything that happened here happened just this past week, right? And then the same for Euro GBP, you would also realize that everything that happens here literally happened the whole of last week or just past week, right? So how did I then approach the market and think to trade? You already know that anytime I talk about GBP USD, because of the element of USD, then I always take precautionary notice of what the XY is doing. I already told you guys that the XY represents what? A basket of currencies compared against the dollar. So if the XY is trending upwards, then it means that the dollar is strong, and if the XY is trending downwards, then it means that the dollar is weak. So while I started anticipating that, okay, where am I going to be seeing GBP USD taking shape in terms of direction, then I realized that I would need to give some focus to the XY as well. Nonetheless, while the week opened, we saw GBP USD opening this way, right? So this is exactly where the new week opened. Now with the new week opening this way, you'd realize from previous lessons that what I would be so keen on seeing exactly how it reacts around this zone, which is this support level that it has established here. So while monitoring the support level here, what normally I would expect is that the market comes back into that zone and then makes some reactions in that zone and then trades back upwards like that, right? So psychologically, I'm not that type of trader where the market will get to a support level or previous resistance and straight away I'm thinking that is it going to break out and then continue like that. I like to think more contrarian in the sense that the moment the market comes into that zone, rather than thinking that is it going to break and continue, then I want to think that it's actually going to reverse, and I start programming my mind in preparation for a reversal, right? So in the same way that I'm looking at, okay, GBP USD is going to reverse on the upside, then it makes me also try to expect that what is the XY going to do? Am I going to find in a previous also resistance where it's making an effort to hit that resistance and then possibly do what? Also reverse? And that will be where that confluence will be, because the very moment where the XY is dropping just around this region is exactly when I would also expect GBP USD to have also been making that reactionary movement on the upside. So then it means that what I was looking exactly at possible level of support or resistance that the XY is coming in. And then looking at this chart, it was actually approaching this resistance level right here. Now you know that in a normal circumstance, my resistance is any major turning point in the market for me. So it meant that I was looking or targeting for the XY to have reversed around here. Nonetheless, candlesticks also speaks volume. I always tell you guys that candlestick is the language of the market. So sometimes these levels can be structures in the market, but candlestick can be speaking a different language. So with reference to candlestick, and I realize that this market may not necessarily fill that gap here and then make its way all the way to that previous resistance that I'm looking for. So in terms of this candlestick structure that I'm seeing here, it started giving me some second thoughts as to the fact that the market may not necessarily extend itself to that point. So what do I do then? I still needed to see exactly how GBP USD was going to behave in terms of making its way to touch that level that I was looking at, right? So which is exactly here. I still needed to see how I was going to behave in that zone that I was talking about, right? So then I was monitoring both of them concurrently, right? See how GBP is trading, then see how the XY is trading. So obviously, if I switch this candle, so you're going to see is that what we had a push down, right? Still in anticipation that is it going to actually come into that zone. Then we had this candle reverse it. Then we had another candle push it back up here. So when we had this candle push it back up here, then I kind of realized that we may not necessarily touch perfectly in the way that I would expect, because if you look closely, you realize that there's still some little bit of gap here, which also signifies that indeed the market did not really tap exactly into that support level that I'll be looking for. Nonetheless, the candlestick were speaking volume. They were speaking fact about the fact that they may not be a second chance to see this market really come back into tapping the zone. So I disregarded the fact that I wanted the market to actually tap perfectly in terms of seeking perfection in the market, and I watched it in confluence with the XY, and I said, here lies the point where I'm actually going to enter the market, and I did enter right here. Now entering here, my stop loss just beneath the range like that, or beneath the last low of the candle, right? And then I was expecting my take profit all above here. So this is literally about 1:3.5, almost 1:4 trading setup, which is not bad for an easy setup like this, right? A simple look into how it went down, and then this is exactly what we see, right? So the market just lifted off like that and then smashed into my TP straight away like that. Now in the same vein, when I was taking the GBP USD, then I was also looking at Euro GBP, because obviously they are inversely correlated pair. Now if you look at Euro GBP, you realize that what Euro GBP also started actually trading from here, right? So this is exactly where Euro GBP started trading from. And the first thing I could notice was this type of a rising wedge here. So if you can see clearly, we have like a moving on the upside like this, and a moving on the upside where the market is just consolidating up and down like that. So considering that this was what a rising wedge pattern, right, which I usually would denote easily with this parallel lines here, right? So to make it more clearer, let's just remove some of these drawings, right? So yeah, exactly this. So I realized that okay, GBP USD has, you know, any essence of pushing onto the upside, and then Euro GBP is currently forming in a rising wedge, which is giving the essence or giving the signal that is actually going to drop on the downside. Then a complement exactly where I'll be looking to take that or maintain that bias of some level of strength coming in for the pound, right? So in observation of Euro GBP, we saw some little bit of formations here, right? This is exactly where the market opened. Then we saw another candle here. Then when I saw exactly this next candle, which is literally confirming that candle pattern of an evening star, right? Then I realized that this is probably the right time to jump into the market, because right on from here, we're going to have, like, you know, a breakout, which is going to overly extend onto the downside, fulfilling the overall resultant effect of seeing a rising wedge on the market. Nonetheless, this is exactly what happened on the market, right? So straight into profit, hit target, and then that was exactly how we did accumulate those huge pips and then made all those money. The exciting thing about this is that I actually dropped it in the Telegram community as well. So I dropped it for free, both trades, the GBP USD and the Euro GBP, in the KOJOFOREX Telegram community as well, for free for traders to make money along with me. So if you're not in the community, click in the link in the description to join the KOJOFOREX Telegram community now. Yes, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Without wasting my time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Before anything at all, smash the like button, destroy it. If you've not subscribed to this channel, do subscribe, and follow me on all social media at KOJOFOREX, especially on Twitter and then Instagram as well. Click in the link in the description to join my recommended broker, XNET, the #1 broker across the globe. Without wasting my time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.